Let's all start standing. And we'll begin by inhaling, raising both hands up over your head. And then exhale, bring your hands out to the sides. And inhale, raising both hands up. And then exhale, folding over at the waist into an easy forward fold. Just letting your head hang down loose and relaxed. Shake out your arms. Shake out your head. Bend at the knees and curl all the way back up to standing. Inhale, raising both hands up over your head. And drop one hand down by your side. Slide the hand down your leg, reaching the top arm over your body and then rolling through the shoulders so your heart gets to look up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, squeeze from the obliques, coming back up. Both hands to the sky and dropping your other hand down by the side. Rolling it down and then rolling that top shoulder blade over so your heart gets to look up. Taking a deep breath. On the exhale, coming back up. And both hands can drop down by your sides. So we're going to do a forward lunge with an alternate toe touch, but we're going to use this as a functional warm-up, just getting all of your joints moving, because your joints have this lubrication in it called synovial fluid. It's about the consistency of egg whites. So the more that you use your joints, the more that it produces that fluid and kind of gets you warmed up. That's a little like Monday morning, now you know. So forward lunge, reach for your opposite toe, big stretch, come back up with your hand over your head. We're going to go for 20 of these total. They don't have to be done terribly fast, but you do want to try and make them as big and as flourishy and as fabulous of a movement as you can. Keeping your back straight, and just kind of also, this is a good time to kind of take stock of where your body's at today. You know, some days you wake up and you feel like a rock star, like you can jump over a mountain. Other days you wake up, it feels like you drank half a bottle of tequila last night. But no matter where you're at, just get moving. Whenever you get to 20, you can stop. Great. So we're going to go into a sumo squat with rotation. So we did this last week, I think. So you inhale, raising both hands up over your head. So that your biceps are in line with your ears. You squat down really deep. Bring both hands down towards the floor. Rotate one arm up, reaching towards the ceiling. Come back down. Other arm comes up, reaching towards the ceiling. Come back down, both hands come up, biceps in line with your ears, and then all the way back up to standing. So that's one. We're going to do 5 of these. So squatting down deep, hands come to the floor. Twist and open, keeping your back really straight. Twist and open, taking your gaze up towards the ceiling. Hands come up. Great. There's 2. Just keep going at your own pace. This is a moving stretch. Excellent. So the next thing that we're going to do is walk yourself out into a push-up, high lunge, and then rotation to bring your shoulder back. So I'll show you what it looks like. Inhale, reaching both hands up. Walk yourself out. You do a push-up, that's awesome. Step into a high lunge, and then roll your shoulder blade back so your heart gets to look up towards the ceiling. And then walk yourself all the way back up. Hands come over your head. We're going to do 10 of these total. So walk yourself out. You do your push-up, high lunge on the other side, keeping your back leg straight. Roll your shoulder blade back, drawing your elbow down. And walk yourself all the way back up. Push-up, high lunge, and twist, knocking yourself back. Push up, high lunge, rotate, all the way back. Ten. Cool. Once you finish 10 of those, we're going to do a set of lateral lunges. Just going side to side, pretty normal, but so that you feel a stretch on your inner thigh. So we're going 20, just stepping and stretching. Fantastic. Cool. Alright, so that's pretty much the warm-up. So what we're going to do in today's class is we're going to do a complex movement followed by a simple movement followed by a strength movement, and that's kind of how the supersets are going to work. The idea behind that is that your body adapts to whatever strain is placed upon it. So by constantly mixing up what kind of stresses you're placing on your body, it will adapt to accommodate that level of stress. So the first thing that we're going to do is oblique burpees, sort of. So I'll show you what it looks like. So this is your point A position, right? You're in your plank. You're going to hop both knees to one elbow. Come back, hop both knees to the other elbow. Come back, hop both knees on either side of your legs and come up to a straight back. Okay? Right from there, hop yourself back, both knees to one elbow, both knees to the other elbow, and then straight back. Start whenever you're ready. We're going to go for 10 of these. Both knees to one elbow, both knees to the other elbow, both knees either side, come up into a straight back. Cool, once you finish your 10 of those, we're going to do a very simple alternating forward lunge. So hands come to your hips, Big step forward, drop your back knee down. Alternating legs. Total of 20, 10 on each leg. Cool, once you finish your 20 lunges, we're gonna come right into push-ups. Normal push-ups, hands under your shoulders, toes on the floor. We're gonna go for a set of 25. If you need to drop down on your knees at any point, just go for it, but we're gonna get to 25 no matter what. Start whenever you're ready and breathe a lot. Cool. Once you finish your 25 push-ups, stop, rest for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to do that whole superset again. So those kind of funky burpees where you're popping both knees to one side, both knees to the other side, legs on either side of your hands, and then come into a deep squat, keeping your back straight. So that's cardio core. So start whenever you're ready, and we'll knock this one out of the park. We're gonna go for 10 of these. One. Two. Three. 4. Those suck. Okay, alternating forward lunge. Going for a set of 20. Nice and simple. Cool. Once you finish those, 25 push-ups. Try to do them on your toes. If you have to drop your knees, it's not the worst thing in the world. But if you do drop your knees, keep your elbows tight into your sides and keep your back straight. Okay, 25. Super duper. Once you finish that, you can rest for about 30 seconds. We'll get ready for our next superset. Okay, so the complex movement is going to be a power movement. So what we're going to do is start off from your knees, step into a squat, and come up into a jump, and come back down onto your knees. If this hurts your knees, and you're like, I don't want to do this, Nolan, that sucks, go into the squat, and just come up into a hop. Okay, so we're going to go for 10 of these, alternating which leg. You do the standing up. So hands are in front of you, step into a squat, and jump. Come on back down. Squat. Oops. Six. Okay. Whew. Cool, once you finish your 10 of those, the simple movement are just straight up prisoner squats. So 15, just going up and down. Try and keep your back straight and your ass sticking back behind you. Once you do your 15, you're like, great. You can stop. Okay. So that first push-up that we did, where you step in a high lunge, you rotate your shoulder back. We're gonna do that same thing without the stand-up in between. We're gonna pass your bottom leg underneath. So, we're gonna go for 10 of these. I'll demonstrate first. You guys pick up whenever you want. If you do your push-up, you're awesome. High lunge, roll your shoulder blade back, and then your back leg comes underneath. Walk yourself all the way back, and push up. High lunge, back leg comes through as you draw your shoulder blade back. 3. And as you get more comfortable with these, you can do them faster and faster and faster. Once you do 10, you can stop. Rest for about 30 seconds. Nice, Jamie, Ruben, Nick. You guys are looking like quarantine ninjas. Quinges. Okay, so back to the complex movement. So on your knees, hands are in front of you. Step into your deep squat. Feet leave the floor. Alternating which leg you come up to stand. And it's okay if you mix them up. I do. All the time. Once you finish that, the simple movement, prisoner squats, 15 of these. When you get to the top, think about squeezing your butt so your hips come forwards. Nice. Once you're done with your 15 of those, do our last set of push-up with the kick through. So I'll talk you through the first few. Start whenever you're ready. So you do push-up, lunge, back leg kicks through. Push-up, lunge, back leg kicks through. Going for 10. Great, you can rest for about 60 seconds. Get a sip of water. Okay, so, excuse me. I'm like you now, Ruben. Long hair and a headband. All right, so what we're gonna do is reverse lunge into a single leg hop. So reverse lunge, right arm goes back, then your right knee comes up and you hop. Okay, so that slow-mo, fast version is like that. We're doing 10 of these. Whenever you're done with your 10, you go right into the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. The simple movement is an alternating reverse lunge. Hands on your hips, stepping back, set of 20. Excellent, and then for the strength, we're gonna do a shoulder press. So bodyweight shoulder press is where you get yourself into a downward dog type of position. And you keep your back as straight as you can and bend at the elbows until the crown of your head touches the floor. Push yourself back up. We're gonna go for 15, but if you wanna do 20, you can. Go for it, there's nothing holding you back. You're by yourself in the room. felt like I had to go for 20 because I said it. Cool, rest for about 30 seconds. And then we'll go through that superset again. So the reverse lunge, where you carry your knee up, instead of thinking like, oh, I'm doing a single leg jump with whatever leg is doing the hopping, think like your back leg is coming up so fast that it's carrying your body up. All right? So starting whenever you're ready, reverse lunge into the hop. 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you finish your 10, switch sides. Kind of makes you feel like you're river dancing a little bit. Ruben. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gets you going. Reverse lunge, 20 reps. Alternating legs. Cool, and then last set of bodyweight shoulder press. So again, somewhere in the 15 to 20 range. Keep your back really straight. And breathe a lot. Start whenever you're ready. Cool, whenever you finish those, rest for about 60 seconds. And I'll start describing the next exercise whenever I catch my breath. Okay. So ice skaters technically count as a complex movement. So do is you start off on one foot, hop it out to the side, reaching for that toe with your opposite hand, and then power off that leg to come to the other side. Keeping your back as straight as you can and going for 20. Once you're done with those, the simple movement of that is just lateral lunges side to side. So like we did for the warm-up, going for 20. Once you're all done with those, you're gonna come into push-up to a shoulder tap. So, again, these can be done on your knees or with your toes on the floor. We can do your push-up and then quick as lightning, tap your opposite shoulder, push up, tap your opposite shoulder. We're gonna go for 20 of these total. Even if you start on your toes and have to go down to your knees halfway through, so be it. So push up, tap your opposite shoulder, and repeat. Woo, those are good. Everybody likes push up to shoulder tap. Raise your hands if you love them. All right, I'll take that. Good, okay. So rest for another 30 seconds. Last superset. All right, so 20 ice skaters. 1 foot, reach over, opposite leg, and explode out to the opposite side. Good, and then lateral lunges side to side, going for 20. Great, and then last set of push-ups. So you do a push-up, tap your opposite shoulder, set to 20, start whenever you're ready. That's the end of the workout, so you might be a little tired, but dig deep and try your hardest. Nice work. Nice, Nick, keep going strong. Sweet. Just remember, pain is weakness leaving the body. Or something like that. If you got a mat, bring it out. Then we'll get you laying down flat on your back on the floor. Okay. So with your feet on the floor, we're going to do a set of 25 crunches. Straight up and down. Hands can be behind your head or across your chest. Both are totally good. We want to maintain is a good space between your chin and your chest. So you're never pulling on your head, but it's your abs that are bringing your shoulder blades up and down off the floor. Once you finish your 25, bring your hands underneath your bum, straighten out your legs. We're gonna do a set of 25 leg lifts. So legs are out straight, you're raising them until they're still an angle, so not directly over your hips, but just shy of that, and then just above the floor. So it's actually kind of a relatively slow, low range of motion, but that way your lower abs never really get a break. Okay, once you get to 25, we're going to sit on your butt, propping your hands out behind you. So you're kind of resting, you have this strong base of support. And I'll show you the first few, and then you can join in whenever you want. What we're going to end up doing, legs are out in front of you. Bring both knees to one side, both knees to the other side, both knees right up the middle. And that's one, okay? So we're going to do 10 of those total. Okay, so like essentially 30 reverse crunches. So to one side, to the other side, and then to the middle. One side, the other side, and then up the middle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. There's Jamie. Yeah, great. Once you're all done with those, you can lay down flat on your back again. All right, we're going to do pretty much the opposite. So if you did those right, you're probably like, oh my god, my hip flexors, that was a horrible idea, Nolan. And I understand. It might have been, but... So pushing off your hips, heels, raising your hips up towards the ceiling. Hip raise. So when you raise it up, you hold for like a 1 Mississippi type second, and then lower arm back down. Bring it up, hold 2 Mississippi type seconds. We're going to do 10 of these, giving a strong squeeze at the top of each one. Once you're all done with those, you can roll over to lay on your belly. Okay, great. So we're going to do 5 Supermans. So you fly up, arms and legs come up off the floor. Hold for 3 breaths at the top of each one, then lower down slowly. So flying like Superman, 1 breath, 2 breath, 3 breath, and lower down. So that's 1. Going for 5, go at your own pace. Once you're done with your 5 of those, you can rest in child's pose. Stretch out your lower back. And then when you're ready, we'll do our last exercise of the day, which will be a forearm plank for 60 seconds. So elbows on the floor, toes on the floor, holding, starting right now. Okay. So pushing out through the heels and the crown of your head, so you're making your body as long as you can. And as you exhale, you draw your belly button in towards your spine and up towards your heart. Check yourself out to make sure you're not piking. Bring your hips up, but hips are just staying nice and level with the floor. A good way to keep it honest is to squeeze your quads. Halfway done. Nice, keep maintaining that length through your body. 20 seconds to go. Ten more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're done. Nice work, everybody. Just have everyone come on up to standing to finish. So we'll finish with a quad, hip flexor stretch, hooking onto one ankle, pulling your heel back behind you as you draw your hip forwards, holding for a total of 5 breaths. We're done, switch sides. Whoa. Finish with a forward fold. Inhale, reaching both hands up. Exhale to fold. Stretching out your hamstrings or your back, depending on whichever's tighter. Coming all the way back up. Do a little happy dance, because you're done.